Hey, Trinity Downtown. Blessed Easter to you. Jesus is risen. He's risen indeed. My name is Pastor Greg Finke. I'm your deployed missionary living way up in the northern realms of St. Paul, Minnesota. So glad Pastor Dorn gave me the opportunity to greet you this morning and to share a little bit about an Easter I'll never forget. And the fact is, I can't remember what the date is of this Easter that I'm about to share with you, but it was sometime several years ago. I was the pastor of a local church up in Michigan, and I was struggling to come up with words that felt adequate to preaching on the resurrection of Jesus from the dead. And the more I struggled with it, the more the words that were coming out sounded abstract and theological. And I now would recognize that Jesus was messing with me, that he was wrestling with me because he wanted to help me have a breakthrough of my understanding of his resurrection. In some ways, I don't know that I would have articulated it this way, but in some ways, I saw it as the grand climax of a grand story. And what Jesus helped me to realize that Easter was that the resurrection of Jesus from the dead is not the end of the story. In fact, it's simply the end of the beginning of the story. That his resurrection wasn't the conclusion, but rather it was the launch. It was the starter's gun. It was the physical evidence that what he came to accomplish, namely taking away our sin and giving us back his spirit, had been in fact accomplished. And that now the work of getting up every day, or if you will, rising with Jesus every day, is now a privilege. It's a vocation. It's a calling. It's what we get to do. So not only was Easter a point on the calendar, not only was it an event in history, it is a daily reality. Jesus is risen, so let's get up off our pews and join him. God bless you. We miss you. Looking forward to seeing you when this whole coronavirus thing is past us. And keep us in your prayers even as we're keeping you in ours.